Photography was an extra class I took just to break up some of the academia, and I got hooked and went through a 2-year photojournalism program and then went on to assist and print and really go through kind of all the ranks of photography and started shooting fashion. Bottom line is, to work with things that are beautiful and pull elements together is going to be attractive, whether or not you are the sort of person to be involved in the social aspect of it, which I'm not. The elements involved are what I was attracted to, and I lived a pretty basic LA lifestyle, sort of teetering between schmoozing to get into the celebrity realm and working in the fashion realm. The thing I like about it most is it can be what you want it to be. You can be very topical, you can take it deeper, you can combine the two. Over the time, with my many phases and moods and neuroses and heartaches, I've been able to kind of ride the wave that thankfully this career offers you the room to do. But September 11th for me took me from working on this level to this level. So September 11th, I turned on the TV. I thought, what a horrible accident, like everyone else thought. And then all of a sudden, the second one hits. I've never felt so threatened personally in my life, which is strange, but it's like I'm very protective of this city, even though I wasn't living here. I was in California. Obviously, everyone's inclination was to want to do something. But what can you do from the other coast immediately? So as soon as I could, I bought a ticket. This was Nino's family business. And obviously on September 11th, they weren't going to be able to open. All of Lower Manhattan was a disaster, as we all have seen 1,000 times. And September 12th, he opened it to the rescue workers and started feeding them. And in a very short period, thousands of volunteers were coming, offering their services to serve food, to work the coffee bar, to clean up, to bring drinks. And a friend of a friend who I hadn't met had to stop by here to drop off the logo that he did as his donation to the cause. So I thought, why not? Maybe it's a place I can volunteer, maybe I can serve food. He told me a little bit in the car. And we drove around the corner to the front of the restaurant. There were banners, and there were a couple of police officers patrolling the front door. It was like sensory deprivation. It was like the feeling created in here enveloped you. It was the strangest thing. It was unexplainable. Then I started looking at some of the art and artifacts, and obviously could not stop crying. I started taking pictures, and I was like a bit in a zone, like a zombie. And then I saw Nino, and there was something about him that commanded attention. And I listened, and I was mesmerized. And there were people there representing the police department, the mayor's office, all because the city has to approve how much of a street they were taking up. The whole street was dedicated to the rescue workers. And they were feeding, at that time, 7,000 meals a day. And they were thinking of ways to promote it, to keep it going, because Nino issued a statement that he would stay open to these men until the cleanup is finished, which at the time seemed like it was going to be in the ballpark of a year. I said, I'll do a commercial. And they all looked at me like, who are you? I had this little Nino's badge around my neck, making it okay for me to be in here. And my friend Ted, who I knew for an hour, looked at me and said, how? I said, I don't know. We'll just do it. Everybody wanted to help. And the whole film community started throwing goods and services at us. What was so incredible about it is that it went so automated. You could never produce something like that for real, with a real budget, with this talent, so smoothly. You just couldn't.
There's a restaurant in New York so exclusive, reservations are not honored. A restaurant so exclusive, even celebrities are refused admittance. So what does it take to get into Nino's? Proper attire. On September 12th, Nino's restaurant, 911, became a sanctuary for New York's finest and bravest. Today, we serve thousands of free meals 24 hours a day. We will stand by our relief workers until their work at the World Trade Center site is done. Please help us keep our promise to our city's heroes.
A year ago, when I was shooting actors' headshots and PR stuff and living the LA life, and the biggest worry I had was which party I was going to schmooze at for the next job. I had no idea less than a year later I'd be here at Nino's as a photographer. And it just kind of paled everything I ever believed in up until that point.